Welcome to your astrology and spirituality overview for Friday, the 30th of October.
Oh, thank you so much, Elisa. Today in the astrology, the moon is still in Aries, but it's moved forwards. But in turn, it goes into a 90-degree square. So that's a tension-forging angle. First with Jupiter, which actually can be quite exuberant. Then with Pluto, which is more limiting and can create some emotional dramas. And finally squares up with Saturn, which is, of course, the planet of resistance. So the moon, of course, is about feeling at ease in our environment. I think today, if you're the type of person that likes to live in the moment a bit more, and you're more of a free spirit, you're quite a passionate person, you want to feel that your life has a real sense of vibrancy, I think some more conservative forces, the people will say, well, it's always been done like this, and you or I or Elisa may feel more minded to say, well, let's just go with it. Let's just have the courage to go with the flow. So it may be that someone older, potentially more experienced than us, may be coming up with all the downside, when there may be a desire on our part to just live in the moment, listen to our gut feeling and go with it.
Love that. Thank you so much. So today I thought we would use the Nature Whispers Oracle cards.
Which are beautiful.
Just the imagery on these is just so fantastic. They are more difficult to shuffle.
You could do with a kind of a little helper.
Yes.
You get those people, well, it's not really politically correct now, but in boxing matches that go around with the board holding up the round it is. You could do with...
a helper.
Yeah, but that's, of course, completely impolitically correct these days. It's typical of me to suggest that idea.
Right, so we're giving them a good old shuffle with my tiny little hands. And the card that comes up here says expansion. It's so funny because in this card there are a pair of hands as well, which is just brilliant sense of humour from
let's heave it up together.
Spirit.
Come on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Sorry. So expansion. Well, in this imagery, it looks like there is just nature just bursting all over the place. There's a deer, there's a hummingbird, and a new kingdom here. We are being asked to, with this card, expand within ourselves, allow our imaginations to flow, reconnect or connect with that childlike wonder within ourselves, where anything is possible.
That's very moon in Aries.
And it's like you're saying, someone that is more experienced than us, that may have some really valid and valuable points, could share that with us. But this expansion is, like you were saying so brilliantly, asking us to follow our own lead on this today.
Because if we always stayed with convention, we'd still think that the earth was flat. And astrologers in the Middle Ages were locked up by the Catholic Church. Some very famous astrologers, Galileo, Nicholas Copernicus, these people were in prison because they said no, the world was round. But the scientists at that time, linked to the Catholic Church, said this was heresy. If we always stay with the traditional prevailing view, society will never move forwards. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you need courage to take risks, to move forwards, to go outside our boundaries and not just stick with the same old way. Is the same old way working when it comes to the environment? Clearly not. It's just raping the planet in order to feed our insatiable demand for cheap consumer goods. When actually, if we could find more pleasure from hobbies, from developing more spiritual and emotional contentment, not necessarily needing those material things. So that traditional way of doing things isn't always the best. No. Sometimes things have to change, and Aries energy is very much about having the courage to push forwards and take on new frontiers. So I love the fact that the Mars and Moon, they're still broadly conjunct, but the Moon has moved on, is being much more daring. It's saying go for it.
Yeah, take our power back today.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And thank you so much for joining us here today. If you would like to read your written daily horoscope, you can find that in the description box down beneath this video.
Thank you so much, Elisa. And if you'd like to check out a one-to-one consultation with Elisa, please see her growing list of testimonials by clicking on the link below. And she does amaze me every single day with her extraordinary insights, which have just been so wonderful to have in my life.
thank you so much, darling. Thank you.
Thank you to you all. So from now, from
The 18th.
it is. Oh, we got to do our new. We got.
Oh
to,
yeah, we've got a new.
Goodbye from the
Goodbye
18.
from the 18th.
18.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Goodbye.
Bye.